Hello guys, today's project is to repair the existing window screen. Not only window screen, you can use you can watch this project to replace the patio door screen also, which is kind of a broken. So over here we have the screen. Most of the screen is good. I'm not sure whether it is visible on the thing. Yes, it is. But over here at some places it is kind of broken. So like this one, and the insects or flies, they come from these holes inside the house. So very easy project, just requires the replacement screen, which I will show you, and you need the mouse and the slime to fix this particular screen. So the first thing what we are going to do is we are going to remove this existing screen, and I'll show you how to remove the screens. Most of the screens have the tags. Over here there is a tag, and then there is another tag over here. So you have to just pull like this from both the hands and then pull towards you, and the screen will come out. If these tags are missing in your screen, then you can just take the screwdriver, lift it up little bit, and then pull it towards you, and the screen will come out. So in this case the screen comes out like this, and it has a spring over here. So basically this spring keeps the this screen in the window nicely tucked into the grooves. So let's remove this one, and as you see already the insects started coming from this hole. So I'm going to just close this window and concentrate on the screen. So this is the screen which we have removed, and now we are going to fix this screen. Things are required for this project. One is this fiberglass screening. You will get it in the Home Depot or Lowe's. Basically it comes with different sizes, and this is what I'm going to use it to replace the broken one with this new one. Then what else you need is the screen spline. Screen spline is nothing but the plastic or rubber kind of spline, and the size of the dia of this one is 1.125 inches, and this can be used to place the screen in the frame. If your screen spline is good, then there is no need to use the existing then you can use the existing spline. So in this case this is the existing spline, so I'm just going to remove it using the screwdriver, and let's see that whether I can is it in good condition or not. Yes, it is good spline, so I'm just going to remove it and going to reuse it as it is. So let me remove the entire spline. So the existing spline is used, removed. I'm going to use the same spline. Now you have to remove the old net or screen. It's very easy. Once you start, you just start peeling it out and it will come out. And discard this one. This is a bad one. So this is gone. These are kind of hooks to lift the frame. So if you want to use them, use it, or if you don't want to use them, it's up to you. I'm going to use them. Now take the new spline, new screen, place it over the existing frame like this. Leave some space on both the sides like this. Identify how much screen is required. So in this case it is this much screen is required. Take the knife and just cut that screen, very easy. And once it is done, now we are ready to install the screen on the frame. There are two multiple options. If you have someone helping you out, then you can just ask them to hold like this and start putting the spline. Or the other option is take the painter's tape or any tape, hold it, to hold this on the floor. So, or other third option is take some heavy stuff, put it like this, place them on the screen, and then start using the spline. So let me place this screen on the frame, and then I'll show you how to put the spline on the frame. Okay, so I have placed the net on the frame, and just to keep it in place, I've just stick around using some disposable tapes. Basically now we are going to start placing this spline and fix this frame. So take the spline, one end, anywhere, you can start from anywhere, and using the mouse, roller mouse, you just start pushing this inside, this spline inside this groove, and you have to just put little bit of support. So as you see, it started coming out. I'll just place something over there and do this around. Let me show you. Don't worry about the tightness or stretching of this net, because that is going to be required in the last step of the last side of the frame. So just first fix this one. As you see, once the grip is there, it goes very easily. And remember, I am using the same spline which we removed. If you have the new spline, then this is a little bit easier. Okay, so this first side is kind of done. Now in the corner, you have to take the flathead screwdriver and push this spline so that it goes inside. Don't worry about this wrinkles or whatever it is coming, that we will fix it in the last step, right? So I'm just making sure that couple of sides are done very nicely, and then we'll go for the finish side. So as you see, I've just placed that roller, make the groove, and now just place this roller like this. This would have been better if I would have used the new spline. And two sides are done. Now let me go on the other side and show you how to. Now when we are going to do the third side, we have to make sure that we stretch it little bit, so that it is now going to be the final thing, right? So let me go on the other side and show you. So again, the same technique. Now we don't need this one, so I'm just removing that and stretching it little bit, because this is the corner from where we are going to start. Use the screwdriver to tug in that spline. And now is the critical part where you will start pushing this spline inside the groove, and simultaneously you are going to stretch this net also. As you see, this side is still little saggy, but when we'll do the final side, we'll stretch it on the other side. And you can always remove and adjust the slag in the net if required, but in this case I know that it is not required, so I'm just going and completing the third side of this frame. Now I can remove this one, and let's So 3 sides done, and now the final side, which is this side. And while doing this side, again the same thing, you have to stretch it little bit, because this, after that there is no scope that you can remove that slag. And now very nicely done net. Now the next step is this excess net, you have to cut it out. So just take the knife. There are different ways, you can just cut like this, but I usually prefer to cut like this. Just on the edge. And as you see, it comes out very easily. Okay, and then same thing we have to do it on all the sides. and we are all done with the framing. Now the next step is installing this in the window. So we'll go to the window and we'll quickly install this one. So this side goes up and you tug in and then just place it in the window frame. So let's go there and place this one. So now open the window, tug in this frame from where you have removed. This side should be up, so this spring will hold it tight. So let it be go there, press up and then just slide in the existing groove, and that's it. You are with new net on the new screen on the window.